Hello everybody, I'm Rockman, and welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, where we're starting off the and Knuckles portion of the game. And speaking of and Knuckles, starting off, we can see, gasp, it's Knuckles! And he's looking awfully suspicious, going out of that little chamber that he's closing with a button and isn't even going to bother making sure the button is protected at all. Anyways, he was guarding this special ring that we're going to go into, and it brings us to the altar of the Master Emerald. And it's doing something to all of our Chaos Emeralds. It appears to be transporting them onto these other pedestals, and if we jump onto this said Chaos Emerald, it'll bring us to new special stages. This is only available if you're playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles and not just Sonic and Knuckles. What's happening is we're using this new special emerald, the Master Emerald, to charge up our Chaos Emeralds into Super Emeralds. So that's pretty cool. Coincidentally, the Master Emerald is also what Eggman's trying to use to power his Death Egg. So, better us use the Master Emerald than him. This special stage is just like the others. Just follow the pathway and turn all the blue spheres red, or better yet, just get rid of them. And that'll be this special stage. Now it's kinda hard to tell where things are, because I think I went off the main path. As I said before, most of these special stages just have a general pathway that you just want to follow, but I clearly didn't follow that rule, so here we are. And eventually, though, I should be able to find them. Yes, no, maybe. Please, game. All rules from before still apply, so don't touch the red spheres. White spheres will bounce you backwards. Yellow spheres will act as a spring. You can jump over 2 spheres at a time. And red spheres end the stage. And here we go. Finally. Anywho, as I said, once you've completed the special stage, we get a Super Emerald. Now, as you saw when I entered the Master Emerald altar, we just jumped on a Chaos Emerald, so because of this, in order to do the special stages, you can essentially choose which order you want to do them in. So instead of having to do special stage 1, we did 1 through 7 before, but 8 through 14, we can choose any of them from 8 through 14 by ourselves, so it's pretty open-ended. So that's pretty cool. Anywho, we're Mushroom Hill Zone. It's basically Green Hill Zone again. It's not Green Hill Zone, but it's like Angel Island Zone and Emerald Hill Zone. Like it's the first one. Because as I said, this is where the and Knuckles portion of the game starts. So it's basically its own start of the game, but it's halfway through the game. It's weird. Also, due to the fact that this was supposed to be all one game, but due to time constraints and technical limitations, it did have to be separated. Anywho, it's pretty cool. It's like a forest instead of just a field, though, so that's something it has going for it. Has these annoying mole enemies that like to throw their mushrooms at you and bounce you all around all the place. I should mention, now that we have no Chaos Emeralds, since they're being turned to Super Emeralds, we can't turn to Super Sonic anymore, so I can get 50 rings and there'll be no problem at all. There's a lot of gimmicks here. The mushrooms will bounce you up and down. There's lots of those ropes on handles and stuff. I'm not sure what they're called. There's probably a word from it, but I'm having a brain fart right now, so whatever. Yeah, those things. Rope on string, I don't know. We have these mushrooms here, which are kind of like the springboards from Sonic 1 and 2, or the teeter-totters, except rather than having to jump to the other side of the mushroom, so you don't get crushed by that weight, you can just stand there and it'll just fling upwards anyway. Lots of looping around. Lots of mole enemies. There's also those pulley things, which I went through a couple times, but we'll get to those in a second. This is the mid-boss. This is Hi-Ho. Hi-Ho, hi-ho, off to the woods we go. If you have a fire shield, he's pretty easy. I made it look harder because I accidentally got hit. But basically, if you jump up at him from the bottom, his fire will hurt you. But if you have the fire shield, it won't. And you just want to hit him when he's not throwing logs at you. So, that's that boss fight. Really easy. It's actually like treating it like a first boss fight again because, as I said, this is the first stage of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I know I said that like at least 2 times already, but... Speaking of Knuckles, here's Knuckles once again, fooling us by progressing us through the stage. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here, but... Anywho. The seasons have changed, and that's something really cool about this level. I called it like Emerald Hill and Green Hill, but it does change how it looks. Like, it's still functionally the same, but visually it changes. So, that's really cool. There's one of those pulley things, but we're not going to take it, I don't think. Yeah, we're not. How those work, you just want to jump or pull down, and then it'll rise you upwards. You do that a bunch, and eventually you'll get to your destination. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of those, so it'll be easier to see, I guess. We have these chicken enemies that will blow you forward, and we'll have I just skipped it, but you can grab onto that blue mushroom that was hanging off the ceiling there and use it to fly around. You can also get trapped on the ground. Here we go, that's what I was talking about, mushroom. That you can fly around on. There are certain spots that'll your Sonic will get hooked onto the ground and you'll have to like spin dash out. So watch out for those. Like here. You have to spin dash to get out of that, or else you'll be too slow to run out of it. Don't know why I got hit by that. I mean, I can get hit freely now and I won't turn to Supersonic, so... Whatever. Whatever. Anyway, we were in like summer, then we're in like fall, and now we're in like winter zone, I guess. Mushroom Hill Zone's pretty neat. Here's that pulley I was saying, but we're going to ignore that pulley and we're going to go into Special Stage 2. We're going to go into this emerald. Yeah. Once again, straightforward, just follow the path. Remember that looping all the blue spheres on the outside of a square or shape of any kind will turn them blue. And you'll be good. I messed up a tiny bit here, not too much thankfully. I just had to jump over those yellow springs, not springs, springs. Anywho, very simple. Look at that, just go around the edge. Boom. 8 more, 6 more. Where are they at? There they are. Easy peasy. Super Emerald 2 get the orange one, I guess. Or red, I can't really tell. I think it's orange. Chaos Emeralds seem to change color all the time, so... Or Super Emeralds, I should say. Fun fact, this is the only time the Super Emeralds will appear in the series, so... Will they come back? Probably not. But it could happen, I guess, but probably not. I'm going to take this pulley thingamajig now. As I said, just pull downwards on it, and it'll go upwards. Can't really say I'm a fan of this gimmick, and thanks a lot, Tails, for slowing that down a bit. It's pretty slow. Not really a fan of it myself. My least favorite gimmick of this stage. I like the visual effects, though. How the stage changes seasons. It reminds me of that one stage from Banjo-Kazooie that I'm brain farting on right now. Click Clock Woods, I believe it is. I think it is. Anywho, we have the satellite. We're going to destroy it. And it's going to show us Eggman in his jet mobile. Mobile? There we go. I got hit there. If I had the fire shield, this would be a same situation with Hi-Ho, where when he's shooting the fire, if you jump into him, you'll get hurt. But even without it, it's super easy. You just saw me beat it. I didn't even have time to explain it, but pretty much just ignore those, or jump over or run under those spiky barriers, and jump into Eggman when he's not shooting fire at you. So that's that boss fight. Anywho, Eggman's going to retreat into his new base that we'll be seeing next time. So see you guys then. before we go stop him. Goodbye.